back to another video by Mr. Projects. You wouldn't believe it. I have new parts. I've been shopping. I've got a genuine Calais front for this, a genuine Calais turbo box for mine, and I just picked up an intercooler, so we're going to probably finish off the dump pipe. We're going to mount the intercooler. We're going to clean up the front Calais front and get it in primer and get it ready to put back onto the car. Probably won't go back onto the car, but I just want to get it ready for paint. So I'm going to show you the turbo box that I picked up. Here it is. This is the genuine Calais turbo box. It came with all your bearings, the mount, the slave, the fork, the whole lot. I've still got to go back and pick up. I've got a clutch, a flywheel, the new starter motor. I'm going to be pulling the auto out of this, and I'll be giving the auto surround, the auto pedal box, and swapping everything over, and we're going manual. Thank God, because this auto box just does not like life in my car at all. It's constantly slipping. So that's going to happen probably next month. I'll do a video when we do the swap over on that. That's just a quick update on this car. Going back to this one, since the last video, I filled everything up full of coolant, and silly me, I left a socket on the front of that with a ratchet. I'm pretty sure that was in the last video, and it spun around and put a hole straight through the radiator. So I've had to order a new one of them. I didn't really want to run this one anyway. This is the one out of this car, and I had problems with it. But I was just using it for now to see if I could get away with it, but I can't, so that's going to be coming back out. Brand new one on the way. And as I said before, I got a genuine Calais front with the motor, the eyelids, everything pops up properly. So we're going to be fixing that. Hopefully finishing the dump pipe that is literally just dumped off the back there. I've got the rest of the pipes here. They're getting a bit rusty from sitting around, but everything's going to be painted and looking good. So probably going to get that done today, hopefully. So we'll go outside and we'll have a look at what we've got outside for this car. This is the intercooler that I just picked up. It's a stealthy little one. We didn't want to go for the big WOG spec hanging out of the bumper. We want it to be stealthy. So nice small little one, so we can keep our air conditioning. We don't have a problem with the condenser and all that sort of thing. Picked this up for $50, which I'm very happy about. Moving on, we have our genuine Calais front. For some reason it is orange, grossest colour. So we're going to have to fix all of this. We're going to paint strip all of this. Still got the motor in there, everything works. I just cut the plug off and disconnected the motor, and the motor still spins, which is good. Unsure whether or not we're going to make all of that work in the car. We might just put it down and leave it down. Don't know yet. But I think first things first is I've taken the screws out, so pretty much pull everything off of the front end. And we're going to be able to paint strip everything and then sand everything and bog anything that's necessary. So we're pretty much going to do that now. Just applied some paint stripper, so I'm just going to leave that for about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to wash it off with a gurney and hopefully remove most of the paint. I made a bit of a mess, but hopefully I'll be able to clean that up. And as you can see, it's just layer upon layer of paint. Like, I'd say there's like 5 or 6 coats of paint. It's ridiculous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these to dry out, and then I'm going to sand all of these up, and then I'm going to prime them and get them all ready for paint. We got a little delivery yesterday. This is the new radiator for the VL. Taking a closer look at it, it is a lot better quality than the one that I put in my car. It actually has a little bung that you can take out. You can run your aftermarket temperature sensor straight in there, Also the filler neck, they've changed the design of the filler neck. The old one was a much smaller radiator cap. This one looks to be the standard size. So that's another design that they've changed. The overall look of the unit actually looks to be very decent quality. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the old one out of the car because it's got a big hole in it, and we're going to install the new one. I've also been through and sanded the Calais front as well. As you can see, it had layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of paint, like layers. It was so they've got some sort of primer, then silver, then orange, then primer, then maroon, then silver, and then there was like 4 coats of orange on top of that. But I've sanded all of them back. Probably just going to leave them for now. Do a couple of little repairs on it and then prime them ready for when the car gets painted. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this old radiator and get ready to install the new one. Out with the old, in with the new. Here's the brand new one. We're about to slot that one in and it all fits. We've run into a little bit of a problem. Seems as though this new radiator doesn't have any holes for shroud. I just put it in there for now, just with some zip ties, just drilled some holes there, zipper tied it on. I think what I'm going to do is, looking at the old one, that's where it used to screw in there, and on this new one, there's nothing there, so I think we might put a little plate here so then we can screw down into it. We'll just TIG weld a little bit of aluminium just there, drill a hole, tap it, be able to screw it off. So, but for now, just for mock-up purposes, that will do, and move on to the next thing. The last few days I've been looking at the car. I just can't live with this all wrinkled up. It's a wrinkle black. I can't live with that. I'm gonna have to pull it out. I can't live with this being matte black, and I can't live with that being matte black when everything else is gloss. So I'm gonna pull it all out, paint strip it, and I'm gonna gloss black everything, and then I'm going to use this 2K clear over the top, and fingers crossed that the heat doesn't kill the clear on the turbo. The rest of it will be fine, but I guess we'll find out what happens. But I have seen people with nice gloss black turbos, and everything seems to be going well for them, so I'm going to give it a go. So I've just matte blacked everything, and then I've gone over it with 2K clear, and it's actually pretty good. So I'll let that tack off a little bit, and then I'll probably put another coat on, and hopefully it'll be good. It's now about 9 o'clock at night. Just let all this stuff dry. Gonna let it dry overnight before I go trying to put it back into the car. So what I'm going to do is I'm pretty much going to wrap this video up here. And in the next video, you're going to see me fitting all of this, pulling the booster back out, repainting that same as this, and probably do the dump pipe and everything else. So thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel.